Tactical 40K. I just wanted to do a quick video detailing some of the things that, about the Dark Angels that we've been talking about. Now, the Inner Circle companions in particular. Now, one, if you're a guy like myself, you might want to get them for kit bashing some things. Whether that be blade guards, or you can actually what is it? Oh yeah, you can Judicer or Judiciary, whatever you want to call them. I'm actually going to kit bash one a different way, and then I just got actual blade guard vets, but you can use they're cool models. But the other thing is, yeah, the weapons profile, they got two. They got a sweep and a regular. Yeah, the weapon profile was kind of underwhelming. They don't have an in-vault, it appears, which also makes them underwhelming. I don't know what their abilities are, so they might have a cool ability. We'll find out. But I was thinking as well, who does have an invul? Who does make this unit a little more compelling? And if it's priced right, might even exceed taking Blade Guard, or at least rival them, because if they're like, let's say, Blade Guard were 90 points, if these guys come in at like 80, 85, or 80, I'd say, 80 to 85, 85 they're, I might think about it, because you think, well, if you take Sick Brick Blade Guard compared to these guys, you save 10 points, you might be able to get an enhancement, that might help you cross that line of getting something else. And that's Ezreal. Ezreal gives his unit a 4+ invul. If you attach them to him, then they get the 4+ invul, then they get the sustained hit stuff. So that's where that's pretty much why I'm doing the whole video, is just like, hey, you can attach these guys to Ezreal, and they're not that bad. Now it's all points dependent. But we'll see how that goes. If they're rivaling the Blade Guard and we see their ability isn't, on par, then yeah, obviously Blade Guard vets are going to be where you want to go. The other thing I was looking at was, determining who to attach to a Deathwing Knight or squad, because I'm thinking about, like, what should the points be for them? Which I got to keep this one short. It's only going to be a couple-minute video. But in reality, the Deathwing Knights, as is, from what we've seen from this Codex leak and release, right now, the back of the book 290, they should be, I would say, if we take everything into account, the nerfs or whatnot, which also I heard that they nerfed, there was some nerf on Ezreal too that just popped in my head, I can't remember. Very minor. Oh, he can't get attached to company heroes or something like that. And then Align got nerfed by his -1 to wound is gone. But anyway, okay, so Deathwing Knight should be priced, I would say, about 210 to 215, maybe 220-ish. They need to drop from 235. I'd say, let's go 220. I'd say 220 is a Deathwing Knight. That's where they should be priced at. Deathwing Terminators, who still have that Ignore modifier deal, they should definitely be priced more than regular Terminators, which are 185. So to me, Deathwing Terminator should be like 195. You give them an extra 10 points on there, because maybe you go solid 200 and keep them just where they're at. But for player's sake, I'd say, 200 is probably solid, because they got the Watcher, then they also got the Ignore modifiers, and I guess you can take a plasma gun if you want. But who's doing that? Cyclone missile launchers all the way. It's how I've always been. The other thing that should go down would be Assault Terminators, which I'm surprised they haven't come out with a sculpt for those guys. But Assault Terminators, they're probably waiting for the Blood Angels Codex, to be totally honest, for that one. Don't ask me why, but I kit bash some of those. Those should go down to 185, because I guess they could do battle shocks and whatnot, but just threat range, I think they should be equal to their counterparts of regular Terminators. And if you have a Deathwing, some weird ability for Assault Terminators in there, which I don't think there is in the book, the price accordingly. There isn't, because nobody's talked about it. But anyway, that's where I'm at. Inner Companions could possibly be good attached to Ezreal. When you think about maybe ways of getting him extra AP, then we look into detachments. So I know I just went into a bunch of other things, and this is supposed to be Ezreal attached to the Inner Circle companions, but you attach them, they get those abilities, then you put them in the Gladius, because the Gladius gives you that ability to get that extra AP. Unfortunately, we don't have any, like, a sanguinary priest like the Blood Angels do that can give you that extra AP just inherently. You have to go for the stratagems, which, as far as I know, you have to. Maybe there's like an ancient or something. I don't know. I have to look a little bit deeper in that. I doubt it. I think they're more like objective control measures or whatever. But you can definitely do it in Gladius. And Gladius is I think it's going to be powerful for the Dark Angels, especially when you're running a Terminator squad that you got 5-inch movements. You kind of want that advance and charge, or to be able to put these guys up the board. So yeah, I understand that the Inner Circle has like a 3-inch deep strike and all that jazz, and that's cool and all. And then you got the Vanguard attachment, which I specialize in. You got the ability to pick up and throw them off the board. You got the blade driven deep. You can put them up on the center objective. But Gladius gives you the toolbox: advance and charge, advance and shoot, fall back, charge and shoot. All, and then the stratagem one, whatever stratagem, where you can keep them in like a Devastator Doctrine or an Assault Doctrine. So if you're running like Assault Terminator, you can spin the CP and just keep them in Assault Doctrine if you need to do so. And same with other units as well. So, or other units as well. You can pick a unit that you need to keep into a Doctrine, and you can utilize that. Very effective formation. I think people have kind of left that detachment for dead because of the nerf to Oath, and then the flavor of the week. So anyway, I'll leave it there. Inner Circle Companions, Azrael in Gladius. You get the strength 6, negative 2 AP, or 2 AP, and then I think they're 1 damage still. Maybe they're 2 damage, because like I said, my optimal melee profile in general, 622. Love it. So you can get that in a number of ways. Now if you go Blade Guard, like let's say you attach them with Blade Guard, last thing, and you throw them in the old Firestorm, now you're talking a bunch of 622s. But anyway, I'll talk to you later. Peace.